Hello everyone, I'm Akansha. I'm from Glyphic. I'm a software developer with Glyphic. So through the AI cohort, we were working on building Ask Glyphic. It's an in-app assistant to help NGOs who are running their programs on Glyphic. So quick context on us. Glyphic is a WhatsApp chatbot platform and we help NGOs to use WhatsApp more effectively to reach to their programs at scale so that they can focus more on their programs instead of manual outreach. We currently have 140 plus nonprofits on Glyphic across 10 plus sectors like health, education, livelihood. So, who are we solving this for? The first time Glyphic user. So, let's say someone is using Glyphic for the first time and they're not very technical and they are given a task of sending WhatsApp messages to 1000 plus uh, contacts over a period of 30 days, pulling some content from a Google Sheet. So, how would they go about it? They'll go to the Glyphic platform, they'll click around, they'll try to figure out how the platform works. They'll try to build some things, but they are not sure if it's actually working. So the next step that they would do is search for the documentation. The documentation will explain how the feature works, but they're not going to. It's not going to explain what exactly is breaking in the conversations right now. Um, the next step for them would be to posting the query on Discord. Discord is our primary NGO support channel. So they'll come on Discord, they'll post the query, and they'll wait. And oftentimes they just give up after this, and they'll just quietly find workarounds outside Glyphic. So the problem here is that unblocking them also takes effort. If they are stuck with a problem currently, the help lives outside the platform. So if they are stuck with something, they either go to the documentation. Documentation is huge. They either go to Discord. Even on Discord, they have to spend time explaining their problem, where they're exactly stuck, what is the error they are facing, and from a Glyphic support team's perspective, they also have to spend time understanding their program, understanding what they're trying to build, and also logging into their platform, finding the conversation, and figuring out where exactly all of this is building. And for us, we're also answering the same questions again and again across different organizations. So that's why we came up with Ask Glyphic. There are four main things about Ask Glyphic. The first one is it lives right inside the Glyphic platform. So you don't have to leave the platform whenever you're stuck with something. You can just type in your query and it will give you the resolution, and you can just start implementing. The second one is it answers in really simple language, because NGOs often do not have the tech capacity to understand really technical terms. So it explains it in a very simple, jargon-free explanation. And if the explanation also requires some sort of documentation, it will send a documentation link along with that. The third one is really interesting. It actually investigates the bugs that they are facing. So if a flow or a conversation is breaking for an NGO, the bot can actually go through their instance and figure out where exactly it's breaking. It can name it, and then it can also explain what the current issue is and how you can go about fixing it. And the fourth one, which is also very important, as all of us know, AI cannot solve everything. So if the bot genuinely is not able to answer a query, then it hands it off smoothly to the support team with a summary of what the issue is and what we have tried till now and what more we can do. So the support team can have a download of what exactly is wrong and how to resolve it. So this is how Ask Glyphic looks like. It's a small floating widget within the platform. So you can ask your queries right there, type it in. It will give you the explanation, and it will also give you step-by-step steps to just resolve it, and you can just start implementing without leaving the platform. So the example that I took earlier, that a program lead wants to send messages to 1000 plus contacts through a Google Sheet. So the first step they would take is they ask, how do I integrate Google Sheets in my flows? So as Glyphic will just give a very simple, easy steps to just implement this. They can just read through it, go to the flow and create this flow. The next would be, so they've added their sheet, but something is not working. So The next question they ask is, I've added my sheet, but I cannot really access my data. I see errors on the sheets page. So now AskGlyphic will actually go to the orgs instance, look through where exactly this is failing, which sheet is failing, and it will give you a summary. Okay, this was the issue. You don't have these columns in your sheet, and this is how you should fix it. And it will give a summary. You just have to follow the instructions that you see here. Okay, so now they've added the sheet, they have set everything up. Now how to actually use it. So they go and they ask, how do I use Sheet Rows to send a message? So again, it will give you really simple, easy to follow steps. You just have to read through it and start implementing. So for a query like this, if they go to Discord, they post this, they wait for the resolution, that would have taken, let's say, from a day or two. Now through this, you can actually do it in like 10 minutes, because now you have all the information here. If you're still stuck, it will give you documentation links which will help you even more. So I'll quickly walk you through the architecture that we have currently. A question comes in and we have a classifier which routes it to two paths. The first path is a how to query. That uses OpenAI's API, and our support documentation is the knowledge base there. It's a multi-step retrieval which goes through multiple documentation and then gives you an answer. The second part is the diagnostic query, as I talked about earlier, which goes through the organization's instance, their activity, their error logs, and then both of them come up with a very simple, easy to understand answer with clickable documentary. And as I also mentioned earlier, we have escalation. So if the NGO is still stuck and the bot is not able to help them, it will send them a ready to post Discord post for the Discord channel, and then the support team can take it over from there. So I'll quickly talk about the key learnings from the iteration. So the first one was we saw that there's a vocabulary gap at how the NGOs are asking questions and how we have this data in our documentation. So fetching results in a single search was not working for us. So we went for a multi-step retrieval where it looks through multiple documentation and it reasons across the results that it has and then come up with an answer. Also context-specific answers. So we didn't just want to answer how-to questions about how to make a flow or how to do a specific thing, but we wanted to take it a step further and actually go through their error logs, their activity, and then answer, so that it's easier for them to debug their own queries. And also we have set up an evaluation framework which helps us to test all of the changes that we are making to the bot. And these are the metrics against which we are testing the bot right now. It's the factual accuracy, completeness, citation correctness, and the style and format. So currently we are seeing 62% accuracy. Yes. So we are currently running a pilot with 15 of our NGOs. They are going through the bot, and the average answer time currently is 15 seconds. We'll gradually roll it out to all of our NGOs, and we'll go through the answers, take feedback from them, we'll track the quality through weekly automated eval runs. The thing that we're most excited about is the phase 2 of AskGlyphic, where we actually move from just answering to also doing the work. So let's take an example of an NGO who wants to send weekly nudges to about pregnancy and maternal health to new mothers in a rural district. So if they want to do something like this right now, they'll have to understand how Glyphic platform works, create the whole conversation by themselves, understand the various nodes that we have, which will take a lot of time. So we want to move from that, and the NGO should be able to just come up and type in a prompt that, okay, I want to send weekly tips to new mothers in this district, make a flow for me, or design my program. So AskGlyphic should actually do it instead of just suggesting and giving steps about how to do it. Yeah, so for nonprofits, why it actually matters is now they have the help within seconds and they don't have to leave the platform to get help on a very small query, which can be actually resolved inside the platform. And they can work on launching more programs and be more focused on their platform and their program also. for Glyphic teams, our support can actually shift from repeating basic questions to program level engagement with the NGOs, and it is also really cheap and fast to scale because, as you can see, the cost per question is really low, and it's only taking 15 seconds to answer. So it's saving a lot of time and effort on both of these aspects. For NGOs, this also means that they can move faster, they can actually focus on their programs instead of just figuring out how a platform works. So yeah, that was about Ask Glyphic.